they are taking their time here. What we are seeing reported is that this deal will lock in until 2034. As we've seen reports, the agreement said to be worth potentially around $5 billion here, and it eclipses the deal we saw for the AFL as well, a $4.5 billion deal. Let's have a listen.
These press announcements are bad news, but today they're very good news. We're about to announce the highest ever media broadcast deal in Australian sports history. Starting from 2027, for a 7-year period, we'll be getting $5.3 billion in media rights. Most of that is cash. 95% is cash. 5% is contra. This compares to the previous deal where the contra was 10%. So we have got a 90% uplift in cash. This hasn't been an accident. This has been achieved by some very hard work. In the past 5 years, we have changed the game, effectively doubling the audience. And I give credit to everyone in the game for that. The players, the clubs, and all the volunteers. Everyone that's involved in the game has been able to give their part in doubling our audience. So that was our strategy. Before we went to market, we needed to have something to sell, and we are now the most viewed program in Australia and in the Pacific. Don't listen to what other people tell you, especially some down south. We are the #1 viewed sport in Australia. The deal reflects the structural change in how consumers watch the game, on how they consume the game. You know, traditionally it's been you watch TV on free-to-air, etc., but now people watch it on many devices, so the streamers are becoming more and more relevant in the marketplace, and this agreement is certainly futuristic because it takes into account the structural change in TV. The deal future-proofs the game for everybody. It future-proofs it for the next 20 to 50 years, because this will enable us to buy assets and continue to grow the game. But more importantly, it gives us the platform to not only to grow the game here in Australia, but globally. Our ambition is to grow the game globally, and with these additional funds, we'll be able to achieve that in all parts of the world. And part of the deal has been that with with DAZN, we've done a deal where there's 400 million subscribers to DAZN that rugby league will be marketed to. So that's a very important element for us, is that this isn't just about growing it in Australia, this is about growing it in all markets around the world. The $5.3 billion over the 7 years does not include that potential growth in the international market. We believe that the 5.3 will increase substantially once we start our global ambitions. We haven't got here easily. It's certainly been some very robust meetings, to say the least. So much so that I've been in the head assessment bin a few times and nearly out for 11 days, but I came back early with a doctor's certificate. So I really want to thank Patrick Delaney from DAZN. He has been exceptional through the whole deal, completely professional, and was not a pleasure to deal with, because he did give me a few headaches. And Peter O'Connell, who is a director of DAZN. From the Nine Network, we'd like to thank Peter Tonner, the chairman, and Andrew Lancaster, the director, Matt Staunton and Amanda Lang, who have all also been very helpful. In New Zealand, because we have a New Zealand partner in Sky, I'd like to thank Sophie Maloney, who again has been a pleasure to deal with in New Zealand. And the only problem we had was, it's $1.20 in New Zealand, so we had to work out the exchange rate. Other than that, it's been fantastic. Last but not least, I want to thank Andrew Abdo. Andrew, in the last 6 years, has given exceptional services to rugby league, and in this matter has been extraordinarily a player and a very valuable player for us. So, Andrew, thank you, and I hope you don't do as good a deal at tennis. Now I'd like to hand over to Patrick, if you want to say a few words.
I'll say a few, but yeah. Well, it's a significant day for us. We've been partners with the NRL for 30 years. When you add another 7, that's good. During those 30 years, the NRL's grown and it's become very important to our business. So we're very glad to be here on the renewal. The deal's good for our customers. As the NRL grows and adds more games, we get more games, more exclusivity. We're really hoping for the 20th team to be added. And by the time there are 10 games, we'll have 7 of those exclusive and 3 non-exclusive, which is great. Peter spoke about the pushing the game through the world. The Zone is in 200 markets. The NRL will join company with the NFL, NHL, FIFA Plus in all of those 200 markets, and I think we can really help grow the game by putting the NRL among all of the other local sports, which is great. So Kayo Sports was designed nearly 10 years ago with a view to entering the streaming generation. It's been tremendously successful for our business.